Hello everyone, welcome to this online class. We are discussing about natural regions of the world. In this chapter, we shall discuss about three regions of the world. The first one is Equatorial Region, the second one is Tropical Desert, and the third one is Tropical Monsoon. So in this video, we shall discuss about Equatorial Region. We know that there are five main latitudes: equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle. Then we have Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle. Based on these main latitudes, the heat zones of the world is divided because the amount of temperature they receive is categorized different zone. Like torrid zone we have temperate zone, and we have frigid zone. The amount of the temperature that is being received on the earth's surface is divided into three heat zones of the world. So when we talk about equatorial regions are the center of the world, which is receiving direct rays of the sun, and the surrounding having the water bodies. So obviously there is a different type of climate as compared to the Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer. So talking about the location of the equator, we have the equatorial type of climate regions found along the equator at 5 degrees north and 5 degrees south. Both the side of the equator, 5 degrees north and 5 degrees south, this type of climate is found, or these are the regions where this type of climate is experienced. But it doesn't stop suddenly to the 5 degree north and 5 degrees south. It moves up to 10 degree north and 10 degree south. So remember that along the equatorial latitude, this region is found. That is why it is also known as Equatorial Region. The areas that is coming or covering these regions are mainly the Amazon forest basin, that is Amazon River in South America, the Congo River Basin in and Guyana coast of Africa, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines. So basically in South America, the Amazon River Basin is covering this equatorial type of climate, and in Africa, that is Congo region and the Guyana coast in Africa, Zaire is southeast of Asia, it is there, Malaysia, Indonesia and Philippines. These are the islands in Southeast Asia, and then Western Colombia and some islands of West Indies are the part of the equatorial type of climate. Now let's talk about temperature. When it talk about temperature, as we know, the area receives direct rays of the sun. So high temperature will be experienced, and average monthly temperature remains 18 degrees Celsius. Right, the average monthly temperature is above 18 degrees Celsius. But many places, there are some places which vary the physical features. They have found 24 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. So temperature is above 18 degree, and more average is of 26 degrees Celsius that is there. So when you talk about the pressure and the winds, as the area receives intense heat or direct heat, obviously the area will be experiencing low pressure, right? The low pressure, and the wind will blow towards the center of the equator from both the hemisphere. That is, from northern hemisphere will be blowing northeast trade winds, and from southern hemisphere will be blowing southeast trade winds. So all these trade winds are converging in the equator, that is the intertropical conversion zone, or it is also known as doldrums. All right, so area is experiencing low pressure belt, and the northeast trade winds and southeast trade winds from southern hemisphere comes and meet in this place. As there is low pressure, obviously because of the high temperature there is a low pressure, and the forms of condensations and followed by heavy rainfall throughout the year and every day. You might have heard about the term 4 o'clock shower. So the equatorial regions are experiencing very heavy convectional rainfall. Convectional current already we have discussed. That means when the surface of the water or surface of the landforms are heated, the air rises, the warm air rises. So in this area, when the warm air rises, they carry along with them the moisture, and within a short period of time they form clouds followed by precipitation. So basically after noon they will be having the rainfall. This type of rainfall is known as convectional rainfall, and mainly this rainfall is accompanied with lightning and thundering, okay, and usually takes place after 4 o'clock, that is, and also is known as 4 o'clock shower, and the amount of the rainfall is about 200 centimeter. Now let us discuss about the equatorial type of climate, the characteristics, features of equatorial type of climate. Three things you need to remember. The first one is equatorial type regions do not experience any change in season. Equal day and night will be there, as well as like we have summer seasons, winter seasons, rainy seasons. Throughout the year they have same season, that is hot and wet climate. So the next point we can write is about the average temperature remains 26 degrees Celsius throughout the year. So remember, the average temperature remains 26 degree throughout the year. The temperature does not rise because of the daily rainfall that balances the temperature. So because of daily rainfall, the temperature is intense, but due to the rainfall, the temperature is balanced and it is not allowing to rise beyond, that is 26. So it is average is 26 degrees Celsius throughout the year. Then we can have the third point, that is this area experience convectional type of rainfall accompanied by lightning and thunder. This you can write in a short point. And the next point we can write is about humidity is always high. Area is experiencing high temperature, obviously humidity will be high. The evaporation will be forming more and the level of humidity is high. Let's see. Natural vegetations means the forest cover. The area receives heavy rainfall, intense high temperature. Obviously, the vegetations or the forest cover will be dense and evergreen. So, due to the high temperature and heavy rainfall, the equatorial regions are supporting heavy growth of natural vegetation. So, due to the high temperature and heavy rainfall, there is a dense growth of this vegetation, and all the trees are tall, broad-leaved and evergreen. So trees are tall, broad-leaved and evergreen because of the hot and wet climate. Hot and wet means the trees will be growing well where the temperature is abundantly found, as well as the water is available. Then this forest is so dense that the leaves of tall trees form almost continuous canopy. So canopy is like thick branches of the shade of the broad leaves area where the branches are very dense and they cover the sunlight, the lower or undergrowth, the ground level, the shrubs or the tall grasses will be there, herbs will be there, they will not be able to get the sunlight. You could see the picture that the categories of the dense evergreen forest. First, the ground level, that is undergrowth, it is there about, the herbs are grown, then shrubs are there, then again we have short trees, then we have dense canopy, means the area is completely covered with the branches of broad leaves. Then again we have tall emergent trees. So these are the categories, that is, the trees are categorized according to the height of or the tall of the trees. Then there are areas like mangrove trees are mainly found. Mangrove trees are or mangrove forests are mainly found because the area is experiencing intense rainfall and the muddy like area will be there. So the stilted roots means the branches of the trees, from there the roots come and they touch the ground, and that gives support to the main stem of the tree. Then we have tropical rainforest. There are some valuable trees are found. The tropical evergreen forest are the trees species are very expensive, like the example are mahogany, ebony, rosewood and greenheart. These are the expensive wood and used for making expensive furnitures. They are durable, strong and long lasting. Then we have, besides this, cinchona is there, banana, palm leaves, coconut and palm trees are commercial trees are also found apart from the expensive trees. Then the equatorial regions are economically backward because they are habited by primitive people. The traditional people are there, so economically they are not able to develop, as well as the transportation is not well developed. So due to that, they are not able to communicate to the all other parts of the world. They are primarily gatherers and hunters. So their occupation is mainly hunter and gathering. Then we have some places people start doing the farming. They do shifting agriculture. Shifting agriculture means a patch of land is cleared and left abandoned and prepared for the cultivation. Okay, so 2-3 years it is left and it is done for the cultivation. In India it is known as slash and burn agriculture, or in Hindi it is known as jhooming. So you will be learning more about this topic in 10th standard. Then we have in different parts of the world, this shifting agriculture is known as different names, like milpa in South America, then fung in Africa, and then ladang in Indonesia. So different areas, different countries, the different names are given of the shifting agriculture. In equatorial areas, trees are not found in pure stands, means mixture of so many trees will be found together. In these areas, what happens, mixture of like herbs, shrubs, short trees, all canopies together, all dense growth will be there. They are not found in pure stands. Then plantation crops are grown more, mainly rubber in Malaysia. So rubber is the part of plantation crops. Let's discuss the lifestyle or adaptation of the people in these equatorial areas. We have two examples, like the people living in Zaire in Africa or Congo Basin in Africa, and we have the life staying in Malaysia. Comparatively, the African people are backward and they are primitive, but in Malaysia they have been improved due to the rubber that is being exported to other parts of the world. So let us see first about the Congo Basin. The people of Congo Basin, mainly they are known as pygmies, the land of pygmies. Pygmies, you know, the primitive people, they are short statured, tiny people. The average height is about a meter and the weight is about 40 kg. So they are very strong, short statured, tiny people, and they are primitive. Okay, these pygmies are nomadic. That means they travel from one place to other place. They lead a migratory life. They don't settle in one place. They live in a small villages with not more than 10 to 15 families. They generally build their houses with branches of trees on the river banks and sometimes on the trees to protect themselves from poisonous snakes and insects. The houses have steep sloping thatched roofs to drain away rainwater. So like in India, there are some villages like thatched, the straw, that rice straw that is being used for covering the houses, likewise they also make so that the rainwater will be draining down. Then the houses are generally constructed at least a meter high above the ground to avoid swampy ground. So as the area is continuously raining throughout the year, they have to construct the houses at least elevated areas where 1 meter will be from the ground, it will be high, like the pillar like they will be making, so that they are not affected. The swampy ground or the muddy ground is there. To avoid this, they construct likewise. Then people wear minimum clothes because of the hot and wet and humid climate. They generally cover their bodies with animal skin, barks, branches of leaves from the waist to knees. So generally because of the wet and humid climate, they wear very minimum clothes, and mainly they cover their body with animal skins, barks, branches of leaves to keep their body cool. They are entirely dependent on hunting, fishing and gathering wild fruits and roots. So their occupation is hunting, fishing and gathering wild fruits and roots. They are highly skilled in animal hunting. So they are very clever, highly skilled in animal hunting. Bows, arrows, then spears are their main hunting weapons. They catch fish with strings. Then beside the meat of big animals, they like to eat ants, insects, bees and honey. So all types of the insects they eat. They are also very fond of bananas. Pygmies do not keep domestic animals. Remember that, pygmies do not keep domestic animals. The pygmies are strong, intelligent, fearless. They are very brave. They can face the wild animals, dangerous wild animals, and kill them. They are cunning. They do not believe in life and death, nor do they believe in religion, but they do believe in devils. So mainly pygmies believe in devils. They are not afraid of life or death. They don't worry about their life, but they believe in devils. Then let's see life in Malaysia, how the people are living there. The Malay Peninsula is also located within the Equatorial Forest region. Extensive rubber cultivation is practiced in this region. The original forest covers have been cleared. The plantation is accessible by rail, road and waterways. So the plantation is exported to other parts of the foreign countries by rail, road and waterways. So they have been developed. Rubber is exported to many foreign countries, and food, clothing and other necessities are imported. Rubber plantation was introduced in Peninsula by British, and skilled labor was brought from India. So the labor, this rubber plantation was introduced by British people, and the labors were taken from India. The laborers set up colonies with the plantations. The colonies have all amenities like schools, shops, banks, hospitals, theatre houses and playgrounds. The houses are constructed with bricks and cement and have corrugated iron sheet roofs. The tin sheet that the people shade their houses, that is, people grow vegetables in small kitchen gardens around their houses and keep cattle for milk, poultry for eggs and meat. So they have bit developed, and they are also living bit standard life. The works in rubber plantations have been organized in a planned manner and follow modern management techniques. The plantations have helped to improve the economic condition of the people, leading to a better standard of living. The role played by human beings in altering the natural environment is striking. So this people in life in Malaysia is a bit good, and they have all types of amenities like schools, shops, banks, hospitals, theatre houses and playgrounds are there. But in the people of Africa, like in Zaire and Congo Basin, is a bit difficult to stay because they are nomadic. they move from one place to other place and settle down. So I hope you got the concept. Read once again, it's very easy. Then two more things are there to discuss. And thank you for watching this video so patiently. Hope you understood the concept. I remain. God bless you.